And we are live. It's Monday. How's it going, Spirit Dude?
Good. What about you?
Can't complain. Can't complain. The weekend was pretty relaxed.
Uh-huh.
You know, my daughter has a disability.
Yeah.
Like lately, for the last 2 weeks, she's been like with autism. It goes up and down. You have lows and you have highs. Like when you have lows, you go back to you either regress, so you start doing something you've already unlearned. You know.
Uh-huh.
Usually, what follows though afterwards is progression. But when they regress, it's so frustrating. And last 2 weeks has been this. It's called with autism. It's called stimulations. They stim. Some autistic kids hand flap.
Yeah.
Some repeat words.
Uh-huh.
And she's lately been saying, "Help me."
Oh, wow.
Over and over. And,
oh, wow.
You know, as a father, it's so taxing.
Oh, that must hurt.
As you say, it says, help me, it hurts. Help me, it hurts. Like over. It's so taxing for the brain. Hey,
Wow.
Jenny, thank you very much for the second month in a row subscription. Massively appreciated. Thank you very much. Abir Gria. Oh, Bram Cells. Well, good morning, sir. Very nice to meet you in the corner of internet. Captain Baus, Bruno Romanos, Baus. And who else is there? Slinky? I need to do this. Hey. Because I can't see the chat.
When did you start that painting?
I started it on Thursday. I did the grayscale.
Uh-huh.
And I spent a lunch painting the color.
Okay.
That's it.
What is the topic exactly?
The topic was from
Mad Alchemist. I see it now.
Yeah, Atsuki, Mad Alchemist. So the idea was like it's a vampire, but an alchemist that turning vampire doesn't want to turn vampire, so she's trying to cure herself, which is causing mutations and less than perfect outcome. So she's kind of killing herself trying to cure vampirism.
Cool. That's cool.
That's a general idea, at least something to work with. Bram Cells, yeah, Twitch can be a bit confusing. Let's get the show on the road. Let's talk to Mr. Wonderful, Spirit Dude, one and only. I don't know. Let's go. How's it going?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Excellent.
You're fucking crazy. Mr. Wonderful. Yeah, it's cool to see you, Bram, by the way. We can talk about something that will involve you, actually. I mean, you sent me a tutorial back then for Firestarter, the magazine, and I never used it because we don't do tutorials. And the thing that I'm working or considering right now, and which is something that I would like to talk to all the subscribers and watchers of Bjorn, because you're so fucking inventive and always have pretty good ideas. Yeah, it's I'm trying to set up a monthly edition of Firestarter, considering to make it a thing. Yeah. So like for Patreon subscribers, but also considering to go back to Gumroad to make these issues always available for like $2 in a month, $2 per edition.
Yeah.
And at the same time, if you go for $2 on Patreon with a monthly thing, you basically have the same cost, but they get to decide what they pay for on Gumroad, and if you just want to support it continuously on Patreon, then you do it there. So the idea is to have constant content on Patreon, make it more attractive for you guys, but also have more news, more local, let's say local stuff. Not local, let's say more recent stuff. Yeah, from the community brought in there, like new Kickstarter is going on, maybe some reviews of something, I don't know, some software that just came out, stuff like that. What would you guys like to see in there? What would you like to have in a monthly edition? It won't be a big thing. I'm considering right now like 40 to 60 pages or something, so it's not huge, but it still will have hopefully interesting stuff for you. And what would you like to see besides interviews and talks and some information about events? Is there anything I can put in there? That's the question.
Hey, Quentin.
What do you think?
What I think? No, but one thing I instantly thought about, came to mind, is because it's a digital medium, right? It's not going to be printed, which means you can use digital means.
Yeah, videos and all.
Exactly. So one thing I do like about our Discord is the useful links and in kind of inspiration aspect. So I think what could be a cool thing is like keeping an eye out on interesting posts or interesting tools or a new free brush set, or like someone just sharing it for free. I think those people who sharing it for free should try to get as much exposure as possible, because they're doing it for free, right?
So you mean like advertising free resources?
Yeah.
That people put out there. That's clever. Yeah. I never thought of that.
And you can attach their name, like a URL link to the thing, a little description box, so it's like a occurring, like, here's the latest stuff.
Yeah, no, really, that's good.
That's been scoured on internet.
I didn't think of actually including Gumroads into something that will be on Gumroad.
Yeah,
why not? That's cool.
It's more like because for me, ArtStation is like a temperature gauge, or a community thing, right?
Yeah.
So why not have stuff from the community that you can, if you want to, go and buy, or just, this is a cool latest thing we spotted on internet.
Now that's really cool, because it still will be something relevant. What also I was thinking about making something on the page that will include how can I see, like posts that people write with a deeper meaning. You know how you sometimes read something from I don't know, like Carla Ortiz or from Reed Southern, and then you're like yeah, he's totally right, and it speaks to you, and then it just like disappears in the void of, I think we talked about it before, like how things just disappear in Facebook where you thought they had some meaning. But what about collecting these in the mag, for example?
That too. Why not? Why not? Yeah, it could be. It could just be like things from the internet.
Yeah.
Hey, Beard Bros and Örjan, by the way, and Dr. Sheldon. Thank you very much. Hey, good morning. Thank you. Why did I say thank you? Good morning.
Because you just love everybody.
Just thank you.
That's just you.
Thank you for saying good morning.
Say thanks for being you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, Captain Bowles, how's it going? Yeah. So I think that's one of the things I instantly thought about, that it in a lot of these. I remember as a kid, like, reading magazines, and there was always, let's say, Donald Duck in Sweden, there was always like a one page with cool stuff to do.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of what I was going for. You know, like here's a page of cool things we found on the internet.
I think if done right, for example, yeah, like if this would be something that is curated correctly, this could make up half of the magazine. Because every month there's so much to discover if you take up 2D and 3D
Yeah.
and just illustration or concept art. And if you divide everything and just look into every area, there's always something going on. Even contests.
Yeah, that too. You know, or oh, by the way, Bram Cells started the Twitch streaming. Here's his latest. Here's his Twitch URL. You know.
First one?
No, as in an example. You know.
Okay. Oh yeah, I get it. Like new streams.
Yeah, but within that page, you know, just here's a collection.
Yeah.
Of,
yeah, I
cool
get it.
Things from the net. But that was my gut reaction to that. I'm quite sure the chat will have lots of other options.
Yeah, I don't see anything so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Color within the lines page. I can provide some inappropriate line art. Thanks, Örjan. That's great.
Good for you.
That will make a difference. Yeah, good for you. I like this in the English language. I've been talking about this with my wife because it sounds. I mean, they mean it in a good way, but to me, as a German guy, it sounds so fucking like passive aggressive. Good for you.
Yeah.
And they mean it. That's so crazy. Maybe you can link to an area with more stuff on a website. Like the magazine is some sort of a teaser for a page that has an extended collection.
Oh, so like here's the top 10 picks. Go to the this page for even more. I mean that could clearly be you know, let's say you wanted to collect the quotes and all these things from Facebook and so on. So there's a collection on a page on Firestarter.
Mm-hmm.
It could easily be that here's a top 10 or top 5 from that page, but there's 50 more.
Mm-hmm.
Go and have a look. You know.
Yeah, so if there would be an area on my page, this could be a teaser to the best ones. Exactly. Yeah, of course. The area will come at some point. So I think we will have this earlier, more earlier in this monthly mag than it will be on the page, because there are some other things in development, like an open chat room and everything. We're building that at the moment. So things will take a while until we go there. But for the Mac, it would be easy for me to find that, because I'm pretty active on social media anyway, and I see all these things that Darren Wright and Carla and all these people.
Yeah.
No, it's not bad. It's a good thing.
It's a good supplement, I think.
Yeah. The talks from the workshops will of course be in there. We do this anyway with Firestarter. I think the focus since I think that lectures are a very precious thing. Yeah, not many of the speakers are actually willing to write an article from what they have been talking, because it's just too much work. You know, like who wants to do that? It's I get it. Yeah. So these precious talks and lectures I'm usually keeping for the main magazine. So you have 2 magazines a year which have the 180 pages thing, and you have 10 more that over the month you can have the small ones, you know,
like
so
small mouthfuls.
Yeah, so you have 10 small and 2 big ones, and the 2 big ones will actually have a lecture. So I think we will keep it to the interviews for the monthly edition of Firestarter. If there is a lecture or a bigger tutorial that we can put in there, of course that will go right in there. Yeah. And links to talks, of course, are also a good thing. But the problem is, if you start linking YouTube videos, where do you end? Like, there are so many of them, like so many talks, tutorial videos, and everything on YouTube from people I never heard of. Yeah. I'd have no idea where to start and where to end.
Yeah.
That's just too much.
Well, in a way, yeah. But do you mean like where do you end and they start? Is that what you mean? Or?
More like if I choose to take one of, like, let's say one of the ArtStation videos, yeah, that they where they do an interview, which one do I take and why? Why is the one better than the other one? It's very subjective, and so you have a lot of these, and so there are also a lot of opinions, like how to pick these. I think it's hard. It might be easier to do something like a playlist on YouTube where you're like, yeah, if you want to see the newest cool stuff that we curated for you, then go there. But then again, I don't think that I could cover that. I would have to give this to someone who wants to do that for Firestarter, and so
yeah, exactly.
That's just too much work. I can't watch YouTube videos all day and then find out which ones are the ones that are worthy to watch for you.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be something.
Yeah, but I think as if it's going to be 10 a year, I don't think they're. I think potentially it might be a struggle to fill it with like workshop stuff. Obviously, you can't do that every month. So it's going to be tricky to kind of like find what is the content to put in to make it useful.
The goal it will be in the end to give away more tasks and be able to compensate people with that. So
yeah,
if the Patreon, for example, works, yeah, and more people sign up for that and it grows, then I can be like, yeah, you do this every month, you do this every month, and I can actually compensate you. So of course the quality of the magazine will increase if I'm enabled to compensate people to do specific jobs.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm not afraid of trying it at least, and then still say, well, it didn't work out. You know, like we had this contest with Jana Schirmer doing the portfolio reviews, and we had like one guy sending something. That was it. So
there was two, right? There was Alms from here.
Oh yeah, later there came someone else. That's true. Yeah. Anyway, I get it. Yeah, maybe a monthly frequency is something that is not like too interesting. But if we change this contest thing into a spotlight and put it into a magazine, for example, maybe it's more interesting.
That too. Obviously,
right?
Obviously, yeah. Exposure is always interesting.
I know how the creative industry works. As long as you give someone the means to expose themselves to some views, yeah. People are more interested into that than anything else.
Yeah.
Than partially to actually applying to a job and create your portfolio.
Yeah.
I've seen that too often.
Yeah, but I've discussed this on many streams, and I think it's about like, let's take exam in universities. Right. Yeah. The fact that you have to step up because you're going to be judged on it automatically forces you to put more effort in. You know?
Yes. But so this is why I was telling you earlier that I will restructure the forum, because at this point I realize that we don't have many users, which is totally fine, because it's also something supplemental and more like an archive to what you are doing and some others are doing, you know. So I will cut back stuff like off topics and you know, like reduce it more into something that is a forum for what Firestarter is doing than something that is so general, because I think that Massive Black, for example, will make a much better job with that.
Yeah, well, Firestarter is not like massive.
No. We only don't. It also doesn't really. I mean, I don't want it to be that. Yeah. I don't want to. I didn't ever wanted to create a new ImagineFX or ArtStation or like CG Hub or whatever. Maybe an expose for up and coming. Yeah, up and coming artists. I will do that. I want to include artist spotlights. For sure. Right now, I'm looking into options of keeping these portraits going with the interviews. This is something that people obviously like in the magazine because it's always original art made for the magazine. Yeah, it adds value to everything, but it still means that there will be a lot of portraits to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will see about that. I don't know how it will work. Or if I keep it something exclusive for the big magazines, or if we will have it every time here. I don't know. We will see. But yeah, we will keep artist spotlights, like show newcomers. You know, I mean, there are always some of these people at events, for example, that show you the sketchbook and you just freak out.
Yeah.
And all these people deserve a little bit more attention than they can get from social media.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, you don't have anything against. You know, I mean, this is going to come off like a weird sentence. I already hear it in my head.
Give it
But
to me.
you don't have anything against someone being hired, right? No, but I mean, it can come off as a weird sentence. But what I mean is, like, if you expose people to a great new artist, that's just great for everyone, great
Yeah.
for the whole community as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Nothing to add. It's right.
Yeah.
Just like it is.
But yeah, that's I think spotlight section for sure.
Mm.
Cool new things found on internet for sure.
I think if I'm honest about it, like thinking about it now, I just mentioned it. It gets more into the direction of Imagine FX that way.
In a way,
You know?
yes, but Imagine FX is a magazine.
Yeah, I know. But this will be a web magazine. It's not like, because they do it too. They also are, I think they're doing very well on the PDF sales. But what I'm hinting at is that I'm kind of changing the direction with that. But I realize that this is something people are interested in. I'm not trying to change the original formula. It's kind of tough. In the end, it will get closer to what Imagine FX is, I think.
Maybe.
Oh, wait a second. I can give away.
What if it's just content on the website? And if you are a supporter, you get special access to other parts of the website.
In the end, isn't the PDF an area? You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, but in a way you could do, but if you don't want to thread on Imagine FX area, you could easily just make it a section that's always updated on the website and treat that section as more of, like designy. Here's a lot of extra cool content, especially for you as a supporter. And if you're not, you can't access that part. You get
I was thinking
vanilla ride.
I was thinking about making the content of the magazine like a year later available on the website anyway.
Mhm.
Also to keep new
Yeah.
content on the page, of course. And
Yeah.
since the magazine is free, I see how this makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
maybe
for
not
me,
a
it's
year, but
or half a year, like with every big edition, you know?
yeah. A
But
year on internet is a lifetime.
that's true. But I already could start now because we already have like 5 editions, so it's not that long, you know. And the good thing about the Firestarter mag was in the concept that there is content in it that is still relevant after a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing really. It's not like tutorials are getting old and stuff, you know, like they are not relevant anymore, which is interesting for the monthly edition then. But if you look at the printed thing, it's not like you can collect it.
Yeah.
I mean, there are not many magazines where you're like, I want to collect them. I mean, people also do this with Imagine FX, but if you look at the tutorials that are in there, like 2 years old, some of them simply aren't relevant anymore because this isn't, you know, like there isn't the plugin anymore. Now it's a part of the software.
Yeah.
Like that, for example.
Exactly.
Things change. I don't know about the section thing. It's certainly something I would have to think about. But right now, I'm believing that I need the attention on the Patreon account.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm afraid if I do it in a manner that is too interactive with the homepage, then it's not interesting anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Some of the tutorials in Imagine Effects get repeated over the issues as well. Yeah, because they're still relevant. That's okay, I think. No, of course, you feel like you paid twice for the same content then, but still, it's not. You don't get the magazine only for that.
Mm.
You know, there's more to it, and I think they do a pretty great job. They had this offer a few weeks ago where they offered like all existing issues of Imagine FX for $60.
Lifetime?
I think so. Like the past ones, you know, the older editions, and I totally snuck that on my iPad. It's all there right now.
Mm.
So I just flipped through it. Of course, you never get to read all that.
Yeah.
But it's nice to be able to have a collection of something and just think about I could read that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty human.
Yeah, but it's mine.
Yeah, exactly. I could read that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to be in Imagine FX a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I, had like sketchbook features and all these from many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And gallery spotlights and interviews. I haven't been in a while though, but I met the head of Can I Imagine FX, this woman.
You mean Claire?
I think so.
Yeah, Claire.
At THU.
I met her too.
And she was like, "Yeah, you need to be back on the magazine again. Like, let me know if you want to do something." And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
It was good to finally catch up properly with someone from them because of course there's always this elephant in the room when you're also doing a magazine, no matter how unimportant it is, right? I mean, we all know that Imagine FX is the most relevant one in the industry for us. But it's always cool to see like them having like one of the guys got an edition of Firestarter and at industry workshops, and then I met Claire at THU, and she was telling me that, yeah, I have seen your work. Like, we have it there. That was good. I know. I don't know if it makes sense, but it was like cool. They noticed you, and they do great stuff, you know. And it's not like I'm trying to do something better or take something away. It's just something different. But in the end, it felt like relevant, you know.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And she was really nice. She was telling me that I could send her all my books and they could do reviews and put them in the magazine. Of course, they're also looking for quality content. Everybody does. Yeah. So it was a good meeting.
That's great.
Yeah, so what about other suggestions, guys? We still have like 5 minutes left, and I was hoping that I would get some more input. So far, Bjorn has made the best job here. What about you guys?
Because I am the best. Come on. Come on.
You are. Amazing.
That sounded so genuine.
Yeah, what? That's okay.
Yeah, but so the idea is, what could we put in monthly mini magazine?
Yeah. Of course, you would also get your section. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I mean, in a way, but yeah.
No, if we do artist spotlights, why not giving you a few pages for the monthly monthly overview?
It could be 1 page of thumbnails of the full months of warm-ups,
or maybe a spreadsheet. Yeah, I mean, it's not like 1 page or 2 pages in a webzine make a big difference. Yeah, so of course you should get more space then. But yeah, why not? Wow, so random. Just a minute ago, I was considering transitioning from pencil to digital, and I just found out Imagine FX on Google. No. What?
Nefas, the question is if you have any suggestions on things that we could include in a monthly mini Firestarter magazine edition. Spiridon is looking to do two big books, I guess, or magazines
Yeah.
a year, like once every 6 months, that like the big behemoth, and then in between smaller ones.
Just for the web.
Yeah,
For
for web and Patreon supporters.
Yeah. What Örjan is saying is cool.
Oh yeah, that's a very very good idea. It's like if you have any question, you can send it in, and there's just a selection of pros that answer them.
It's easy because I can make an article on the page and ask for questions in the comment section,
or Facebook or whatever.
Of course, the article then will be exposed on Facebook. Yeah, but
not the answers. I mean, obviously.
Oh, you mean getting the questions on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be more relevant to be in the group then. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I was I don't remember where. Maybe it was Imagine FX, but I was in a similar thing. There was a bunch of user questions, and there was I think 5 pros, and they all got the same question, and they all answered in their own way. And I think it was Imagine FX, but it was curated, like who got to answer what. So it became like a big article of pros answering questions, kind of.
Sounds good. No, this is a good idea, and it's easily made.
Yeah, or you could call it Örjan Asks.
Better not.
Yeah, maybe not. Or Örjan Knows, maybe. Örjan answers any questions you might have.
Örjan loves you. This is already good. I got some points.
That was good. I knew the warm-up people would step up. And also one interesting thing, I think it's a cool thing if we could incorporate where people get hired.
Oh,
like I know that a couple of people in the warm up, the gang, they get hired now and then. Like Mila, she like last year I think got asked by Magic the Gathering to work for them. So she's like, swing, I got hired. Angry Sausage, that's not in the chat that often anymore, but he got also hired recently, his first big job. So I think that could be a little bit, like, oh, yet another community member got their first contract or a milestone, like a little nod, to the people working hard to try to get into the industry and so on.
Milestones is not a bad idea, but also that also brought the idea of a section where we can highlight freelancers.
That too. That comes to an idea I had. I'm going to implement on Warmup is subscriber hero cards.
Oh yeah, you talked about that. Yeah.
But time is up.
And just like that. An article on the complete pipeline in this industry could be interesting too. Yeah, of course it could be. I mean, I think there are 2 people I know that are writing a book about it. So I don't know. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Also, maybe interesting is stuff like nostalgic look back on how people improved.
Yeah, or origin story as well.
Yeah.
And if I know, I will start putting. I will make a post today on the Discord where I start to try to put it into words what I'm trying to do with the hero cards, and looking for input and so on. So you guys keep your eyes open on Discord. And we should do Spirit. Are you are on my Discord, right?
I don't think so.
If you're not, shame on you. You should join, and people of the chat, if you have any suggestions, you should do at Spirit Dude or whatever his name is on Discord.
I just joined,
Great.
I think. Did I?
Shame.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm on your server, Spirit Dude. Why are you
Yeah,
not on
no,
mine?
you're better. You're much better man than I am.
I know.
Oh, there it is.
Could be a Firestarter suggestion channel. True. But just do it in general and do.
Oh yeah, don't make another Firestarter thing somewhere. It's cool.
Just do at Spiri whatever.
You do not have permission to send messages in this channel. Aww.
Who? What?
Me.
On the Discord.
Yeah, maybe I need to restart it.
Not in the welcome channel, but general.
Oh, that's a welcome channel. I didn't. Okay, yeah, I'm old. You're older, I know.
So his name is Spiridon on Discord.
Oh.
Anyways, thanks you everyone for coming. Thank you, Spirit Dude, for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having a nice little talk with me.
And thanks to everybody who made suggestions. I really appreciate that because my mind right now is.
Yeah. Let's. Who are you? I can't see the name there. Arkenstone. Join me tomorrow. Same time, minus 30 minutes, and ask me the same question, and I will rant about it for half an hour for you. In a positive way, not a negative rant, mind you. Anyways, we're gonna raid someone. Let's. Who can we raid? What are these people doing? What is he doing? Let's raid Beard Bros. Have a great day, everyone. Have a good night if you're in that part of the world. Have a great day, Spiridon. Thank you again. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for the sub, Jene. Outro time. Bye.